Warning, objects in the viewfinder may be closer than they appear. Of course, anyone who steps out into the middle of a road during a bike race to take a photograph clearly hasn't read the large instruction manual marked common sense that everyone's supposed to be issued with at birth. And again, for an event that attracts millions to the roadside, there'll always be one.
Actually, to be honest, there's usually at least half a dozen. The self-embarrassment movement is an ecumenical one. Nutters of all denominations are welcome. Although it should be said, by and large, they're harmless except to their own reputations. It only seems to be when they're concentrating on capturing the moment on film that they tend to cross the line between spectator and participant. The classic case was the policeman on crowd control duty at Armentières in 1994, who couldn't restrain himself from stepping out with his Instamatic and nearly ending the careers of Laurent Jalabert and Wilfred Nellison. The mountains are a bit of a double-edged sword for the cyclists in that they're forced to slow down to the speed that brings them closer to their public than they'd ideally like, but at least it's a relatively safe speed to come off at, as Gianni Bugno demonstrates here, exacting a bit of revenge with his front wheel. By sheer coincidence, the great French rider of the 50s, André Darrigade, is at the race today. He was involved in the Tour's only fatal collision between a cyclist and spectator.
Hier, lorsque j'ai vu cette chute, ça m'a rappelé en 1958 l'arrivée du Tour de France au Parc des Princes. J'allais gagner ma 6e étape, j'étais en tête du sprint et M. Wouters, qui était le chef jardinier du Parc des Princes, a traversé la piste parce qu'il y avait des photographes qui étaient trop avancés sur le vélodrome et il a enjambé la piste au moment où j'arrivais en plein sprint. On s'est percuté et lui, il est mort 9 jours après des suites de ses blessures. Et moi, j'ai perdu l'étape et j'ai passé la nuit en observation à l'hôpital de Tico.
As for yesterday's moment of madness, the most telling shot of it is probably the one in the camera of the man who caused it. The question is, has he got the nerve to take it anywhere to be developed?
Well, the good news today is that the finish is nice and wide and safely barriered off from any psychopaths who might be more worried about their shutter speeds than the safety of the cyclists. But that's just the amateurs. As soon as they cross the finish line, the cyclists have got the professionals to deal with.